It's week number 2. We're taking on the 1-0 Buccaneers. Let's do a little bit of a recap strategy-wise heading into this match of what we're preparing for. We're expecting them to run mostly during this match as they run the ball 64% of the time with their go-to power run play being 20%. So I'm expecting them to run power plays, pulling guards for outside runs. So that's what we focus our defense on, is to focus on stopping the outside run. Now, for their defense, they run a 3-4 under defense, and their go-to defensive play is cover 2, which they call 37% of the time. So we're going to focus on attacking the cover 2 defense. So that is our offensive scheme. So, taking a look at each team, Buccaneers is an 80 overall. For us, we're an 81 overall team. This is the X Factor players that both teams have to offer, as we got Luke Kuechly as a shutdown linebacker, Cam Newton has a freight train X Factor ability, and then for Bucks they got Mike Evans, double me, and then the key players is Levante David and Ali Marpet, their left guard. For us, it's our tight end Greg Olsen. Now, taking a look closer at each of these players' abilities. Mike Evans has double me for his X Factor, which wins aggressive catches versus single coverage. He is a deep threat, so he has streak specialist and curl specialist for abilities. And for Cam Newton, he has freight train for his X Factor, so if he gets activated, takes off, he's going to break the next tackle attempt. He has escape artist, fast break, and anchor extender for his abilities. And then for Luke Kuechly, he has shutdown for his X Factor, tighter coverage, and more interceptions on contested catches. He has enforcer and secure tackler for his abilities. Now, last game, this boy went off and he was laying the hit sticks. So taking a look at the rating boost based off our training and strategy heading into this game, for our offense, obviously focus on cover 2, defense is focus on outside run plays. So for our quarterback, he's going to get +3 for medium route and deep route. Tight end gets a +3 for catching and medium route. And for defensive line, they got +3 for block shedding, +3 for tackling. Linebackers get +3 pursuit and +3 recognition. So hopefully these rating boosts is going to give us a higher chance on these specific plays based off scheme play. Welcome to a franchise series where I'm taking over as the head coach for the Panthers, trying to relive and see if I can finish strong with Cam Newton's career, as well relive and bring back Dez Bryant to dominate once again, as we ended up picking him up from free agent, which he dominated last game. As well, we picked up Derrick Henry through a trade, as last week Dez Bryant had 6 receptions for 58 yards, 1 touchdown. His longest catch was for 23 yards. Cam Newton had a day 16 for 21, 130 yards, and 1 touchdown. We did up the time frame from 6-minute quarters to 12-minute quarters, so we're going to see a lot more of greatness highlights in today's match, as we are spectating, breaking down everything from great plays like you guys see right here. Levante David making a forced fumble strip, but we was able to recover it as we start out the game with the very first possession, and see if we can continue the momentum heading into this game after getting our week 1 win. This Madden, I feel like, is a quality Madden, especially when you want to do things like this, spectator mode, coach mode, whatever you want to call it, because this game was more simulation based, because the gameplay was quality based. Now, we got downfield trying to kick a very long field goal, and Gano ends up missing it. So here is the first possession for the Bucks, and right there you guys already see Luke Kuechly making a tackle. Luke Kuechly plays sideline to sideline. It's crazy how, this game reflects well based off X Factor and superstar players, as they end up getting downfield and they end up getting first points of the game on their first possession drive. So they go up a lead 3-0. Here is our next possession, as we hand off to Derrick Henry, trying to get him going, as he is a young player in this Madden version, and we're going to see how he develops over time. Now, you take a look at the Buccaneers. They have Vita Vea and the Dominic Sue, which at that time, very dominant young players. And then the linebacking core, Shaquille Barrett, Levante David, Devin White, and Jason Pierre-Paul. Very dominant linebacking core, especially for a 3-4 defense. And their DBs, Vernon Hargraves III, Jonathan Cyprian, Justin Evans, and Sean Murphy Bunting. Very decent DBs, if I gotta say. Now, the highlights in this game is absolutely phenomenal. Now, based off the strategy play of what we done during the training, it was really cool to see how accurate those percentages was based off scheme play. So you guys gonna see literally Buccaneers run cover 2 from time to time, and we're running the plays that beat cover 2, like play action fake, verticals, and I think it was flood concept. And it was really cool to see the things that transpire from the training actually go into the gameplay for a simulation between the AI. So it's cool that it incorporates based off training and it actually plays in the game. So they end up getting downfield. They're able to connect on another possession lead, which they end up scoring a touchdown in this case as second quarter kicks off. And Jameis Winston is throwing some dots, finds the running back Ellington to make his first reception touchdown of the year. Here's our next possession. Lately, Cam Newton is becoming a pocket quarterback, which is shocking, but he will take off when needed. And he has time as he connects with his safety guard, Greg Olsen, on this play, as he is currently 8 for 11 with 99 yards up to this point. Later on during this drive, we're going to hand off to Derrick Henry, who bounces off one tackler and takes it the distance to the crib for his first rushing touchdown of the season. This is why we acquired Derrick Henry. Now, we're not a power run offense, but when we need him to get downfield, it's going to showcase, and this was a big play to witness. Seeing him break a tackle, being a power back that he is, it's great to witness in this game. Like I said, you guys are going to see the development of all these players and how well the gameplay reflects it. So our defense gets them down to a 4th and 5, and check out our special teams. We're going to end up blocking the punt and scoop and scoring this thing. It's crazy to see the amount of plays that you guys are about to witness that happens in this match alone. I even like the touchdown celebrations. Everything just looks so much smoother in this game compared to current Madden and Madden 25, that is. But everybody has their different views and opinions on their favorite versions of their games, and I just feel like this version of Madden, which is Madden 20, had a hidden gem quality with gameplay mechanics, especially when it came to physics and animations linking up together. Now we're going to witness Luke Kuechly making yet another hit stick turnover play. I mean, this dude is just lights out football. In real time, it sucks that his career ended shortly because he was such a great linebacker. But to see him dominating in this game just like how he done in real life, it's so satisfying to witness. Like I said, this game really reflected dominant players, and it showcased very well. And the abilities just enhanced it a little bit more. And I love to see it in this game compared to any other version outside of Madden 20. I just felt like the X Factor and superstar ability players did not perform quite correctly compared to what they done in this game. As right here, I thought this should have been a pass interference as Cam Newton tries to connect with Greg Olsen, and you guys see how the animations happen. Like, come on now, ref, you gotta throw me a flag on this play. Clearly, that should have been a PI, but you're gonna have times like that in this game where they do call it and they don't, which is cool, and they have the animations play out and the replay to really reflect and showcase those moments. And I like that. And they don't have that anymore. They don't showcase moments like that anymore with the versions after the fact. And then right here, Luke Kuechly once again makes a dominating hit stick. Now, just to let you guys know, just for this video, I'm pretty much showcasing, majority of the important plays, but probably for the future, I won't show like every single play and do a play-by-play breakdown. I like to break down the main key plays and focus on just like the gameplay mechanic recaps because that's what I enjoy the most. But I figure I'll do a little bit of both in today's video, just to give you guys a little bit of an insight as DJ Moore makes a crazy reception right here for a touchdown pass. Young DJ Moore, that is. Um, but another thing that is also interesting about this game is that improving players, unlocking, superstar and X Factor abilities, instead of manually choosing the abilities for your player to be more cheesy, even though it may have to be unlocked based off a rating threshold, the game automatically picks based off the rating threshold what's the best option for your player to have that ability based off whatever archetype build he is. I like this method being done in this game compared to others because this makes it more unique and really caters to the player's archetype, which makes it for a unique gameplay style. As you guys see right here, Kerwan Short gets a big sack on Jameis Winston, causes a forced fumble, and then he scoops and scores it. So this was an impressive play by him. Now, as far as drafting players and looking forward to next season, I know it's still early. I think the one area I might have to improve on is probably my interior defensive line. Because everywhere else for this Panthers team during this time frame had a bunch of young players, so it's going to be interesting how I develop them over time. But also trying to keep certain players based off contracts is going to be tricky. But they do have a decent amount of cap space to work with, so anyways, getting away a little bit from the game, we're pretty much pulling away after making momentum changing plays as Jameis Winston tries to connect with Mike Evans right here in our defense. Does a pretty good job defending against it. Um, like I said, within the gameplay, there's a lot of great plays in today's match that I really want to go in depth detail and break down, but I'm gonna let it roll for the highlights for you guys to enjoy. But another thing that I like about this game is how the instant replay system or capturing the highlight. We really don't get the camera angles that we had in this version of Madden compared to now. And it's kind of crazy how we went away from it. As right here, Cam Newton gets hit, stays in the pocket, and throws a dagger to Des Bryant. It's crazy how Des Bryant and Cam Newton is getting a chemistry going and Cam Newton connecting with them a lot. And to see Des Bryant dominate, this is really something I really wanted to see happen, and to see it being done correctly, especially in this match, is just great because that was the whole point of me picking up Des Bryant. I wanted Cam Newton to have a go-to receiver that can dominate. Two veterans dominating and seeing it being done in this game, I couldn't ask for more as Cam Newton right here connects with him again on a play action fake and throws it up to Des Bryant, and Des Bryant makes an X Factor like play. I mean, this dude really just caught it, and triple coverage comes down with it with strength. I mean, this was amazing. Look at this. Goes up high. I mean, to see Cam Newton make plays like this, just giving up to his best receiver to make a play, you want to see outcomes like that. Now, right here, Jameis Winston finds Mike Evans wide open. I thought he was going to take off to scramble for a second, but he stays in there. He saw it opening with Mike Evans and throws it deep, and you guys see the results. Like I said, X Factor, superstar players is correctly reflected in this game based off ratings. I mean, this is what you want to see. Mike Evans getting free on a streak route. He's a deep threat receiver, gets open. Jameis Winston, a young Winston that is, makes a beautiful dot pass. Great read by him. Great results on this play in general. Like I said, the plays that happen in this game is more sim-like in a way. Now, I think having a longer quarter length period makes it to witness a much greater outcome, especially in these simulated spectating matches. compared to 6 minute quarters, I feel like I got more out of this match compared to the last match, especially when it came to scheme play and trying to see how these players actually play. It's just a decent amount of time to really get a good reflection of how your team plays. So, if you guys are wanting to do something like this and enjoy like a coach mode experience, I recommend putting your quarter lengths on 12-minute quarters. I did tweak a little bit of the sliders as well. And if this series does good enough and if you guys are enjoying it, I may expose what I've done with the sliders. But for now, I'm keeping it a secret as Jameis Winston connects with a short pass right here, and his speedy receiver takes off to the crib for a touchdown. So, anyways, this match alone really shocked me because based off just the game planning, taking a look at the Buccaneers' tendency of what they like to do, their strong points, and trying to go through the game planning and training, I thought based off what I was game planning for, I thought it wouldn't really reflect based off the AI implementing and playing to that style. But to see them really play towards that style for the scheme, game planning tendencies, it was shocking to me because I haven't seen any Madden really do what this Madden done when it came to that. So like if I'm doing it in like Madden 21 or 23, 24 or 25 even, every time I game plan, I've never seen the AI reflect it properly like Madden 20 did, which is just mind blowing to me. I would never thought my offense will pick the plays to beat cover two and or, you know, my defense picking the plays that I basically went in practice mode to reflect on stopping the power run plays. Now, this game, they pretty much ran mostly inside zones, but where they was losing, they had a pass for the most part, and you guys just see plays being done right here as Eric Reed gets a huge hit stick, forced fumble, and of course Luke Kuechly going to recover it. We pretty much separated with all the momentum, changing turnover plays, and we just kept running up the score. It was kind of crazy as Cam Newton does a play fake screen pass to DJ Moore, which DJ Moore breaks two tacklers, and I like how the outcome of this play happens because you guys see the position and then from the animation colliding with the physics, I mean that's what you want to see. There was no suctioning or snapping from one animation to another animation to make the outcome. Like you didn't see the second player coming in after he broke the first tackler to pretty much pull him backwards because the initial first tackler collided with him, it knocked his momentum back, and that's what you want to see in these outcomes. Right here was another great play by Eric Reed jumping the route, making a great interception. Um, I think in real life, Eric Reed at this point in time in his career, he's with the Kansas City Chiefs. I didn't even know he played for the Panthers, so to see him on this team and dominate at a young career start, it's pretty cool. And to see where he's at in real life, and see how he's dominating, it's amazing. So I'm looking forward to improving him, see if he can get any abilities over time. As right here, we end up settling for a field goal, which they almost blocked. I was kind of shocked that they almost blocked it. But you just look at these plays, man, and you're just in shock. And that's why I enjoy this gameplay much more compared to other Maddens. As right here, I don't know what Jameis Winston was thinking. Just a blind read. Like, he literally threw it to Shaq Thompson. Ah, that's Jameis Winston for you. It's like he said, fuck it. I give up on this game. The game's over. Look at him. He threw it straight to him. But it's great to see ratings really reflect well in this game, especially for dominant players. It really shows a simulation factor. Right here was a pretty cool move, juke move, fakes out the defender, next guy that he collides with trips him over. I thought that was pretty cool. I just implemented that into the highlights. So, um, pretty much like the feature videos would be kind of like this. I'm not going to break down every single play by play, but kind of give you guys a recap and breakdowns and things of that sort. So we end up winning our second game of the season. Cam Newton, Des Bryant, um, is really something to see. And to have a young DJ Moore playing the way he is, I think he's going to be a future superstar for this team to come, just based off if we can get XP going up and able to improve them over time. But I like everything so far with this series, how we're starting out. And this game was a great reflection on how Cam Newton can be a much dominant pocket quarterback. I mean, you guys see it 22 for 28, 326 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, seeing him connect with Des Bryant and Des Bryant making some crazy wild plays was amazing to witness in this match. Des Bryant, 7 catches for 141 yards. He's putting in work, people, man. I think he was 30 years old at this point in time when I picked him up for the free agents for this Madden version. So kind of having him and Cam Newton careers about to end. So I want to see if I can keep like a few more years with them, be veterans for this team, and then whoever I end up drafting or building up, they can be leadership to those players and help them improve over time until they end up leaving. So I just really want to see how that turns out. And then, of course, see how Luke Kuechly continues to dominate. Like, to see him get the amount of hit sticks and the amount of tackles and the amount of plays that he's making in this game, um, it's really amazing to witness from just doing coach mode spectator. Like, I enjoy these type of things when it comes to, playing like franchise or dynasty. So I just want you guys to come on this journey with me, enjoy what I'm enjoying, and just witness greatness and see what I do with this team and see if I can turn this team into a franchise. And of course, I'm going to try to do multiple teams. So this is going to be a long lasting series for you guys to simply enjoy. So make sure you guys subscribe if you're new to continue on this journey with me as well. Not just enjoying this series, but also the Maximum Football series that I have going on. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Of course, give any feedback. Feedback is always welcome. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. And I'm out. Peace.